Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. So today, magsosolve tayo ng accounting problems regarding our basic accounting equations. So, we have the situation here. At the beginning of the year, Janus Enterprises had total assets of 500,000 pesos and total liabilities of 300,000 pesos. So, answer the following questions. So, our first problem, if total assets increased by 100,000 pesos during the year, and total liabilities decreased by 60,000 pesos, what is the amount of owner's equity at the end of the year? So the first thing that we need to do in solving a problem is to know what is being asked. So sa problem na to, kailangan nating hanapin yung kung magkano yung amount of owner's equity at the end of the year. So owner's equity is the unknown in our problem number 1. And then, after that, kailangan nating isulat kung ano yung mga given na kailanganin natin in solving our problem. So, we have, according to the problem, if total assets increased by 100,000 pesos during the year. So, increased by, meaning nadagdagan or tumubo yung asset, yung total asset by 100,000 pesos. So, magkano ba yung total assets in the beginning? So, balik tayo dito. At the beginning of the year, Janus Enterprises had total assets of 500,000 pesos. So, meaning, at the end of the year, tumubo yung 500,000 pesos ng 100,000 pesos. So, yung ating total assets is 500,000 pesos increased by, so magdagdag tayo ng 100,000 pesos. So that's the given for our asset. Our total assets is now 500,000 plus 100,000, that is 600,000 pesos. And then another given, during total liabilities decreased by 60,000 pesos. So, decreased by, ibig sabihin, nabawasan yung total liabilities. So, liabilities is now, so in the beginning, there is a total liabilities of 300,000 pesos. And then, according to our problem number 1, the total liabilities decreased by 600,000 pesos. So, yung 300,000 pesos nababawasan ng 60,000 pesos. So, our new total liabilities is 240,000 pesos. So, that's the given in this problem. So, what are those instances? Bakit, why total assets is increased by 100,000 pesos? So, maybe the business owner, for example, he invested an additional capital in the business, 100,000 pesos, for example. So, kaya ang ating total assets by the end of the year ay nag-increase because investment is we debit cash, diba? So, that's an asset. So, another possibility why total liabilities is decreased. So, for example, kapag yung business nakapagbayad ng accounts payable na nagkakahalaga ng 60,000 pesos. So, kaya bumaba or nagde-decrease yung ating total liabilities because accounts payable is a current liability, right? So, okay, so this is the given now in this problem. So, now, let's recall, ano ba yung ating basic accounting equation? So, if you don't watch yet my previous video regarding basic accounting equation, I will post the link for that video in the comment section para ma-check din ninyo. So these are now our given from the problems here. Sinulat ko siya ulit, guys. Medyo mas maliit kasi we have only a small space in our whiteboard. So, pagkatapos niyan, meron na tayong mga given, no? So, we have, our assets is now 600,000 pesos. Our liabilities is now 240,000 pesos. So, now we will find out how much is our owner's equity. So, go back to our basic accounting equation. So, again, our basic accounting equation is assets is equal to liabilities plus the owner's equity. So, always remember na dapat the total of the the total of the left must always be equal to the total of the left side. So, ang gagawin lang natin is to substitute the given into our equation. So, our total assets is 600,000 pesos. And then, equals our total liabilities is 240,000 pesos. Plus owner's equity, which is unknown. Wait, delete natin guys kasi medyo kukulangin talaga tayo sa space banda rito. So, let's have our computation here. So, again, our basic equation is assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. So, substitute lang natin yung value. Assets is 600,000 pesos. Then, liabilities is 240,000 plus owner's equity. That's our unknown in the problem. So, transpose lang tayo. So, 600,000 pesos. We transpose the 240,000 to the left. So, magiging negative siya. Magiging negative yung sign. So, minus 240,000 pesos. Or you can also transpose the 600,000 pesos to the right side. So, depende sa iyo. The result is just the same. And equals owner's equity. So, 600,000 minus 240,000, magkano? 360,000 pesos. So, this is our owner's equity, 360,000 pesos. Okay, and to check if tama yung ating sagot, we simply, we will do the checking if balance ba yung left side to the right side. So, assets is 600,000 pesos. Liability is 240,000. Plus owner's equity 360,000. So 600,000 is equal to 240,000 plus 360,000 is 600,000. So, tama yung ating owner's equity na 360,000 pesos dahil balance ang ating basic accounting equation. So, but of course, you can, ako mas, nagiging madali sa akin, I just memorize this basic accounting equation formula. And then I just do the substitute, the transpose like that. But also, if mas magiging madali sa iyo yung memorize mo yung three formulas for the how to get the liabilities, the owner's equity, and the assets is for this. Of course, you can also use the formula owner's equity equals asset less liabilities. So, try natin. So, assets is 600,000 less liabilities 240,000. So, ating owner's equity is 360,000. Okay, problem number 2 tayo. So, this is the same given. At the beginning of the year, Janice Enterprises had total assets of 500,000 pesos and total liabilities of 300,000 pesos. So, our second problem, during the year, total liabilities increased by 80,000 pesos and owner's equity decreased by 60,000 pesos. So, what is the amount of total assets at the end of the year? So, again, what is being asked is the amount of total assets. So, this time we will compute for the total assets at the end of the year. So, always take note what are those keyword being used. Like for example, increased by. So, dapat hindi tayo nagkakamali that increased by, ibig sabihin nadagdagan or mag-a-add tayo. So, decreased by, ibig sabihin deduct or nabawasan. So, again, we will get the given. So, total liabilities increased by 80,000 pesos. So, liabilities is, at the beginning, the liabilities is 300,000 pesos. And then, increased by, so add 80,000. So, our new total liabilities is 380,000 pesos. And then, another given, owner's equity decreased by, ibig sabihin, nabawasan yung owner's equity. Bakit nabawasan? So, siguro, nagwi-withdraw si owner ng for personal use. So, diba, that is, we debit drawing, we credit cash. Kaya nabawasan yung ating owner's equity by 60,000 pesos. So, that is only an example. So, owner's equity decreased by 60,000 pesos. So, now the problem is, we don't compute. In our given, walang owner's equity, diba? So, we need to compute first kung magkano yung owner's equity dito. Before we come up with, because decreased by, so, 60,000, hindi natin alam kung magkano yung owner's equity dito sa given. Kasi hindi sinasabi, diba? But meron siyang total assets and total liabilities. So, from there, we can also solve the owner's equity like what we did in our problem number 1. So, isa-solve muna natin yung owner's equity dito so that we can decrease by 60,000 pesos. So, let's have on this side. So, owner's equity, if we will use the formula, we will not transpose. So, owner's equity is equal to asset less liabilities. So, kunin natin yung owner's equity dito. So, 500,000. Total assets is 500,000. Less liabilities, 300,000. So, yung owner's equity dito ay 200,000. So, now, we already have the 200,000 pesos owner's equity. So, according to problem number 2, owner's equity decreased by 60,000 pesos. So, 200,000 nabawasan ng 60,000. Decreased by 60,000. So, that is our given now. So, 200,000 less 60,000 is how much? 140,000. So, this is our given. And then, what is being asked is the total assets. So, we don't need to make a formula. With our basic accounting equation is asset equals liabilities plus owner's equity. So, we will simply add. So, substitute liabilities is 380,000. plus the owner's equity, which is 140. So 380,000 plus 140,000. Our total assets at the end of the year is 520,000 pesos. So that is our total assets. Okay, so in comparing the total assets, you just need to use the our basic accounting asset is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. So now, as an accounting beginner, if you are watching this video, I would like you to, I'll give you an assignment to please compute our problem number 3. This is to find out how much is the total liabilities. So, this is one way for you para mas ma-practice nyo yung ating basic accounting equation, and also yung analytical ability po ninyo ay mas mapapractice. So, I also recommend you to please practice answering all the exercises in your accounting books, dahil mas nakakatulong talaga kapag we go directly to the exercises, and then mas doon natin naiintindihan kung ano yung what is the lessons is all about. So yeah, please comment down your answer in our comment section. I will really appreciate po. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button for this channel, and also hit the notification bell para mas magiging updated po kayo sa ating bagong accounting tutorial. Thank you and have a nice day.